All right, welcome back to iHeart Crypto. So, I think that we have a fairly big move coming on Bitcoin in the coming hours. We're gonna go over the charts. Uh, so, one thing that's given us this hint on a big move for Bitcoin is the Bitcoin volatility index, and let's just take a look at this on the 4-day. All right. So every time this gets down low, all right, it means that a bigger move is coming for Bitcoin. Now, it doesn't tell you the direction that it's going to go, okay, but it does tell you that some volatility is about to come into the market, all right, that we're going to get a significant move, whether it's 10, 15%, all right. So let's just go back. I mean, right now we are very low on our momentum waves for the volatility index. All right, so as you can see, we're very low over here. Let's go back. I don't know how big this move is going to be, but let's just say it's substantial. This one was pretty substantial here. So where we got a green dot right there, and we had a huge move there. So maybe we're not going to get that big of a move. So let's just go back to one of the last times in recent history here. So we got May 2022. All right, so May 2022. So let's go back May 2022. We got this huge dump here. All right, this was a pretty substantial move. All right. So the question is this move going to be to the upside or to the downside? So, one thing is that on our higher term time frames, I mean, we did get the green dot here on Market Cipher, and in the past when we've gotten green dots, they've marked the bottom and we've had big moves up. Okay, but that's on the higher term time frames. Now, granted, in 2014 you got the green dot. Let's see what happened when you got the green dot. Did we have a move down after the green dot? Yeah, so you got the green dot, you moved up, and then you dumped. All right, and you made kind of like a little double bottom here. So maybe this is what we're going to be seeing here for BTC. We've gotten one green Heikin-Ashi candle here, right? One little green. We're getting our first green Heikin-Ashi candle this 2 week or our first 2 week candle here. We're about to get our first 2 week Heikin-Ashi candle here. It's possible we kind of level off and dump, right? And then what was that dump here? This dump was, about 27%. All right, and then they scooped things back up, grabbed the liquidity, made a double bottom, and then we bounced up. That's more what I'm expecting, to be honest with you, if I'm basing it off of what I see here. All right, and then how long did that take? All right, for us to come down. All right, so we had our first green Heikin-Ashi candle. Everyone gets all excited, and then 1, 2, well, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. All right, so 12 2-week candles. All right, so 24 weeks. Okay, and then we cut back up. All right, so also on the BLX chart, I was doing some charting last night. This line of support is pretty significant, right? I mean, you can see, like, I don't know if we're gonna get down to 10K. I mean, this green line is held as support here for the whole 2018 bear market. Maybe we've leveled up. Maybe we've leveled up, and we're gonna come back down, scoop back up, and kind of come sideways here, and just like double or triple bottom, off of 20K, and that's our support line. That's possible. But if we do get a big dump in the markets and for the recession, things could change, all right? But I am expecting that move in the next 24 to 48 hours, all right, based off this volatility indicator, okay? I mean, it took a huge dip today, all right? It is almost at the bottom of its, right here, right? So we actually hit the bottom 2 weeks ago. Let's look on the daily. Where are we at on the daily? Yeah, we bottomed out. We were kind of making our way up, right? We're getting up there. we're ready to shoot up. So this move is coming. This move is coming. So you just want to be on the right side of the trade when that move occurs. So we're hoping that we catch it. Now UST dominance, all right, is in a falling wedge and is breaking out. That would give you signs that we're going to be moving to the downside, right? Unless we fake out here, lose this support, and then we could be dropping to these levels right here. Maybe we find support there, all right, around these highs. Okay, but you know, probability wise, you're in a falling wedge. You've been in a falling wedge for how much time now? 2 months. All right, so that's a long time to be creating a pattern to dump out of it, to be honest with you. And not to mention, Bitcoin is in a rising wedge, right? This is typically a bearish pattern, and we are in a bear market. Okay. Also getting a red dot on the daily. All right, the last two really didn't play out that much in terms of percentages. You know, not crazy. Also, volume is falling off here on the daily, so we're looking for a move there. But as far as the red dots go, you know, you got this red dot on the daily here. It brought you down about 13%. You know, this red dot on the daily here only brought you down about 6%. And you moved higher than that. All right. Another thing is you're getting higher highs in your price action. Okay. For the most, yeah, higher highs. All right. And are you getting lower highs? There isn't crazy bearish divergence. And there isn't crazy bearish divergence. Not on my market cipher at least. But I bet you, look, on the 23 hour, there is slight bearish divergence on the 23 hour. So take it for what you will. All right. You know, if you don't get it on the 24, look on the 23. It might be there. You know. What else is good? All right, but short term though. Short term. All right, we're getting a green dot. Oh, I'm frozen. Mother trucker. Hold on. And we're back. All right, we're back. Anybody in here? Anybody out there? Nobody ever comes to my lives. Alright, so you're getting a green dot on your 4 hour, alright? And what have we been knowing? Alright, we've been squeezing the shorts. So could we see a massive short squeeze off of this line? This line breaks, I'm expecting downside, alright? If it does break. Now, another thing, alright, is I'm gonna go ahead and say it, like moon cycles are a thing, okay? They are definitely a thing. So, you know, we got the full moon, we got our pump. Is it time to dump? See, we get the full moon, we get a pump, and then we dump. Could this have a little bit more legs? This is looking fairly weak, to be honest with you. You know? We get any other full moons in this pattern? No. But let's go back to this pattern over here. Alright? When you got your full moon, you dumped out of the new moon. Alright, let's go back up into here. See, here's something that we want to watch out for. When we were in this bear flag over here, I mean, this is a bigger bear flag, you know? We had something like this. Something like this. Alright? Big bear flag. Alright? You got your new moon, and you had a nice little pump out of it. Okay? Alright? Or, could it be like this new moon? You get a little tiny pump, and then you dumped. Okay? So, there's another one. Alright? I'm suspecting it's a little bit more like this new moon. Okay? Just because of where we're at in the year, and September tends to be a fairly bearish month, and I think that people are starting to sell off already. Alright? I mean, you've gotten all the way up to $25,000. Who doesn't want to take profit? When Bitcoin was sitting at 17, I bet you would have been dying for 25. You know? So, that's another thing to think about. The only thing that worries me is the amount of leverage there is in the market for the shorts and how greedy they are. Alright, if they are extremely greedy, and we do have a ton of shorts coming in, which it looks like we do. Alright, so let's bring this over. Alright, this is Bybit. Alright, you do have a good amount of shorts coming in betting on the price is going to go down. Look at all these, you know, $100x longs. So, you know, maybe what I'm thinking is we get a little what do you call it, scam pump, you know, a little quick liquidation, and then we can dump. We'll see. All right, I don't see any divergence going on around here, although price has been moving up and CVD has been moving down, so there's a little divergence there. So could we expect a short liquidation? It's very possible. It's very possible. So we're looking for that as well, especially that green dot on the 4 hour. All right, and this momentum wave doesn't have a whole lot behind it. All right, let's go to the 45 minute. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure. Look, I'm sure that the market makers know what market cipher is. Okay, they know what a blood diamond is. They know what all these things are. All right, they're gonna see all the shorts and bang, hit them, and then we can crash it down. All right, that's it's just something that can happen. All right, so we are getting some CVD divergence here. This is, I'm not an expert in this. I gotta rewatch the video on how to do this, but I mean, from what I'm looking at, I mean, I see this divergence and I see price moving up, you know, and I see some longs coming in now, so that's interesting. That could hold the price down. All right, you got to bounce off the trend line. All right, that's important to note. All right, the only thing is also you got all these meme coins pumping. Look at Doge. You know, Doge is up 12% on the day. Shiba pumped like 45%, right? I mean, that's screaming, you know, top, in my opinion. But then again, then a lot of short leverage will get people wrecked. But I could see a huge short squeeze, you know, maybe up to $26,000, you know, 26.5, and then we come down. Who knows? You know, $26,000 from here. You know, I'm looking for a 10% move from Bitcoin, 10 to 15% move. All right. What is that from here? Right there, huge short squeeze, boom, to the top. Right. That's a possibility. It is a very good possibility. All right. So what we are watching the smaller time frames, and they are beasting. All right. It looks like we're going to get a pump, to be honest with you, on these smaller time frames. I'm thinking about closing my short, to be honest with you. I'm in a short right now. I got a decent entry, but I'm below a trend line as well. So my short is on ETH. All right, so let's just go look on DBSI and see what the candlesticks are telling us here. All right, so I mean, this is ETH, and on the 8 minute, all right, you got a 10. It's not that strong. Let's go to the 1 hour. A 14. There's momentum building down here. All right, that's not the best sign. Let's go to the 4 hour. 4 hour. See, this is why I think we dump, because the numbers on the higher time frames are stronger, right? That one, 5 hours got some momentum on the bull side, but 6 hours on the bear side, right? 7 hours on the bull side. So these aren't telling me much. On the extremely higher time frames, they are, right? So on ETH, you got an 18. Now the day is almost over. Could this have played out? Could all of this data be coming in from up here and have played out? So and the pressure right now is coming from the bulls on the bottom side. So it looks like we're getting some pressure from the bulls. All right, the bulls look like they want to push price up. All right, they look like they want to move price up one last time before any kind of move downward. But if they move price up in a good manner, we could consolidate up there and then push higher, because the shorts will still be coming in. Who knows? I am playing the trend. The trend right now in the macro, right, is down. The trend is down. Now, are we at the bottom of a trend? Yes. But when I look at my BLX chart, I look at this trend and I go, okay, you know, we've had trading that's going on up in here, but it hasn't touched my green support line. All right. So let's just bring this up. All right. So in the past, right, from these spider lines that I've drawn, this green trend line held its support in the 2018 bear market through the COVID crash, and it has not been tested yet. All right, where this yellow trend line is more like the fair value. You know, see how it cuts through the bubble and it stays, you know, a little bit above the bottom. You know, it's more like your median line. So we're sitting, in my opinion, right in the middle. And, you know, according to the spider lines from the 2014 bull run, right? And I'll show you how I draw these. I drew them last night, and I found some interesting things that could give me a case to the downside, because it does look like we're at the bottom of a trend, right? But maybe we're just in the middle. All right, is, you know, you just take them from the tops of the wicks here, from your first pivot point, from your previous high. So we have a pivot point there, and you draw them, and you get some support and resistance zones, and they line up in very interesting places. Let me just tell you that. So we got some very interesting lines here going across the BLX chart. All right, let's check Captain BTC, see how we're doing on our lower time frames. Looks like we got some sell volume coming in here on the 4-minute, and the 5-minute looks like the bears are showing up at the moment. So let's look on the 15-minute. 15-minute not telling us much. Now your 15-minute, everything is in line for a short, which means you could see a short squeeze. I mean, your soaks are at the top. What's up your hour? Your hourly is at the top. All right, your 4-hour, that you could bang on you a little bit. But these babies here on the higher time frames, they could just run flat while the dump is going on. And we're waiting for all of these lower time frame stokes to get down to the bottom, right? But when you come over, you know, you got your 16 coming down on you, right? What's up with our daily? Our daily stokes just crossed to the bottom, all right? So we want to see that come down. All right, now could they just cross back up on a pump? Yes, and continue to run up at the top. This stuff could stay overbought for some time. All right, everyone is expecting dump, right? That's what everyone's expecting. Even myself. What's going to happen? Probably the opposite of that. All right, 2-day candles. All right, August 15th. We're about to print another 2-day candle in a couple hours here, 2 or 3 hours. All right, this is a reversal candle. All right, on your 2-day. Okay, just something to note. You didn't get it on your 3-day yet, but you got your reversal candles printing, right? So you got it on your 23-hour. You got your reversal candle on the daily, right? Now you're about to print one on your 2-day. Could the next one? Could these be starting to print red candles? You know. Now, on your weekly, obviously, you don't have anything. But one thing is also, I mean, here's your top. You've gotten one bounce. This is one bounce in this whole downtrend. Here's your second bounce. All right, let's go to the BLX chart. All right, let's go back and see how many bounces we got. Now, granted, there could be more bounces. This is a totally different time frame, but you know, you got 1 bounce, 2 bounce, 3 bounce, flat, capitulate, bounce, flat, down, bounce. So, like, even if we had these bounces already, even if this is on the last bounce, there still was another bottom, right? Who missed the bottom? What institution missed the bottom? Let's get them in, and then we go, right? So if we started to go flat for a long time, you know, it could on my yellow line. You know, for, you know, let's say, you know, till November, then I'd say that the bottom is in. All right, we stay flat on this yellow line in November, I would say the bottom is in. But if this is a massive dump, right? If we get down, maybe we come back down here, right, and we go flat, and then we come up, and we have a new support line here, right? Let's check BTC on the lower time frames. Looking a little dumpy. See how these lower time, like these mid time frames look like pump, right? For the time being, especially like on the 1 hour. You caught a green dot down here, wanted to push you up. That did not push you up that much. All right, this green dot on your 4 hour is not playing out at the moment. You know, not at the moment at all. And your DBSI, on that candle currently is only a 10. That's not very strong. All right, so I'm thinking dump at this point, and we are in a short on ETH. Okay, and that short currently is up 114%. So I'm in the short on ETH. I plan on taking some out right around here. I'd like to take out half right here. That would be great if I can. I'll see what price action is doing. If it is that big of a move, I mean, that volatility indicator is no joke. You know, a 5% move in ETH from the bottom of a volatility indicator, like the BVol 24 here, right? I mean, this thing is no joke. Don't get it twisted. You know, on your weekly. Although your DBSI is not going to give you, I don't know if it's going to give you any indication on how big how big this move is going to be. But let's just take note that you're at the bottom of your volatility indicator. All right. Now I don't know how big the move is going to be, but I mean, here's your bull run. All right. What's this? May 2021. This was your dump. All right. So let's go back to, well, there's not that much data on this, but let's see. Here, January 2, there was a lot of volatility running up, right? And then you had a dump. You got down to the bottom. I mean, so we can expect maybe like a 10. This is like typical bear market stuff, right? So I would wait for the volatility to start decreasing to hit its max around 10 here. Keep my eye on that. That would maybe be when the move is done and things start to level off down at the bottom. I don't know. But, you know, you see these huge spikes up. You know, how many days do they last? This volatility, how long does it last? It doesn't last that long, you know? You go flat for a very long time. And then you get 1 or 2 days worth of volatility, you know? Look, this one's like 5 days. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's like 4 days. Okay. Here's another thing. It's very possible that we come down to about 23,500. All right, and you're sitting on your daily. That is your 55 MA on your daily. All right, and you're currently getting support on it right now. You're getting support on your 55. All right, you are also probably getting support. You are on the 200-week moving average, which in the past we know has marked bottoms. So the only thing that is a little bit weird is like you didn't go sideways for that long, right? You didn't like, you know, you just pump up. I feel like is unlikely. Not in a bear market. I feel like this is a bear flag. I feel like we're coming down. That's what I feel. I feel like the market is getting heated. It's getting excited. It's excited, you know, that we're back, you know, breaking out of stuff. You know, look at the NASDAQ looking like it wants to break out, you know. S&P 500. But also, like, play the trend. The move is to short. That's the move. You're at resistance. You know? If you want to be a breakout trader, right? If this thing breaks out, wait for the retest. Then you can get in. It retests and you can get fine. You're in here. All right? You wait for that. If you want a long a retest. Look, you short resistance, you long support. All right? Those are the rules. Okay? Those are the rules, and those rules exist for a reason. All right? So we are shorting resistance. Until proven otherwise, we're in a bear market. Until you prove me otherwise. So look, also, your RSIs are split on the daily, and they are pointed down. All right? That usually indicates a good dump. All right? So I'm trying to look back in the past of when the RSIs were split. Right? They haven't been split like this in a minute. Maybe up here. You kind of oscillated around. Your RSIs have not been split like this in a minute, but that does indicate volatility and indicates volatility. I'll tell you that. When your RSIs are split like that, that's not good. What are your 2 days looking like? Yeah. I mean, you're getting all kinds of bottom signals here on your higher time frames. That's something. But look, on your 2 day, your momentum is waning. All right. So look, you had some pretty good momentum here, right? And then you dumped out of it. You know. What about our bear market here? Let's go over here. All right, here. All right, bear market. Here, look, 2 day. All right, you have something like this, you dump out of it. All right, what you're looking for is momentum building from the bottom. You know, what you have here is a rally. This is a rally. This is a bottom. See on your 2 day. Let's come over here. Alright. Right. See how the rallies are? Rally. Rally. In fact, that 2 day looks a lot like this one. Also looks like this one. I'd say if we were here somewhere, we probably are here. We start going flat, and then dump. That's more like it. It could be this one too. A little something. Right? We get a little something down, and then something bad happens. There's a capitulation. No one needs to say that this has. We could actually just go sideways and catch support. You know, who knows? Who knows? But you know, we could be looking at a $10,000 to $7,000 Bitcoin. I'm gonna say it. I mean, I look at this chart, and I go, okay, where does Bitcoin have support on our spider lines from previous markets? Okay, the support is down here. There's nothing here. There is nothing here. All right, not yet. Right, there hasn't been not from these kind of spider lines that I've drawn. There's just nothing there. So you've gotten a pump for ants, right, on your 2 day. That's what you've gotten. You know, from compared to previous bear markets, from the bottom, you've pumped up 50%, which is a pretty good move, right? But on your 2 day, you're 55. You're still below your 55 EMA. All right. On your daily, what do we know? Especially the market makers love to bring it back to the 55. You get a little fake out, and boom. Are you on the right 55 EMA? All right. You're also getting resistance on your 800 EMA on the 2 day. Okay. This looks like a bear market rally. I could be wrong. High amounts of leverage in the market can move it up. I know that. And it looks like the leverage is coming in. This shows that the bears are in control. This also shows that the traders are leaving the market. The trades are closing out. So that's interesting. I'm not closing my trade. Okay. We have conviction. Alright. I'm looking at the hourly. I'm looking at the Stokes. Get up there. Those hourly Stokes get to the top. I think that's when you dump. Alright. But you are getting some bullish signals here on your higher time frames. Let's look at that. The green dot on the 4 hour disappeared. Alright? And now you have a red Heikin-Ashi candle on your 4 hour. Alright? Things are changing. Things are changing minute by minute. Alright? Right now you are going sideways. The move is coming. The move is coming. Okay? But the market is heated. It is bullish. It has retail trapped in meme coins. Everyone's calling Doge is pumping, Shiba is pumping, get in. So the whales pumped up, pump up the memes. We'll make up we'll make retail FOMO in. Boom, they FOMO in, you know. And for the regular crypto investor, boom. What's the most exciting thing happening in crypto? Is the ETH merge, right? So what happens? You get a bounce, right? Your merge is going to be coming out. Pump ETH. The whales pump ETH. They want you to get your FOMO in. So boom. You know, they're buying down here. You FOMO in up here, right? At 17,000. Like, oh my god, I can't believe ETH went back to $17,000. And then boom. They're going to dump on your ass. It's likely. Alright? You're getting rejected from a trend line. Also, I mean, just like astrology. I love this chick. Astrology is everything. Alright? This chick I follow. I mean, shit. Astrology is real. Alright? It is real. So what did she call for? Caution, 16th, 17th, bearish Astro for ETH those days. Caution, 20th, bearish Astro for BTC and ETH that day. New moon on the 27th means local downtrend pivot likely starts. Alright? I don't even get her explanation. To explain the bearish Astro, 16th has Mars square ETH Jupiter, 17th has Mars opposite ETH Saturn, 20 has Mars square BTC Jupiter, 20th has Mars square ETH Venus. Square opposites from Mars are challenging. I interpret as bearish on those individual days. Okay? Look, the astrology chick is bearish on these days. Okay? She's bearish on those days. I got my volatility indicator hitting the bottom on these days. Okay? Right? I smell dump. I see meme coins pumping, right? I see ETH pumping 130% from the bottom. Everyone is getting excited. What's the thumbnails like been for the past 3 days on these YouTube channels? Let's go. I know BitBoy has. Oh, what's Crown saying?
If you're a Canadian like me and you're looking for the best place to invest your money to quickly create passive income,
Crown is good.
Welcome back to the Eric Crown Crypto channel, wishing you a happy Nail to Start Tuesday morning over here, of which it is a preparation for the next day to come as we have the FOMC minutes coming out, which usually, I mean, realistically should not be a big...
He's bearish. He's bearish. All right? Now, look, first of all, I mean, don't get me wrong. I love these YouTubers. I watch this stuff all the day. Strongest buy signal I've ever seen. Okay? Why Bitcoin and altcoins can go much higher, 4 experts say. Time to buy Doge. Alright? This one was good. Don't buy ETH. Okay. Alright? Don't buy ETH. But also, don't sell ETH. Right? They're not telling you to sell. Right? Is this the start of a Bitcoin pullback? Okay. So we got, alright, so we got some bearish things in the, they're being real. They're being real. BitBoy's thumbnails have nothing to do with price. I'll tell you that. Alright? I don't know who else has like, what's MM Crypto? Or look, Carl the Moon. Alright, he's got 560K subscribers for traders.
Yeah, so...
Alright. Look at his thumbnails. Look at it. Major buy signal for Bitcoin. Buy Bitcoin right now. Biggest buy signal for. Right? This is the final movement I've been waiting for. Bitcoin emergency inflation. I told you he's losing his trade 7 days ago. Alright, but just recently. Alright? Buy, 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 buy. Okay. We'll see. We'll see. Bitcoin looks weak at the moment, but again, at any given time, volatility can just come in. What I'm looking at, because of the shorts, because of the greedy shorts, we could get a huge move up. What's my stop loss at? I moved my stop loss. I mean, I'm close to like liquidation status. I'm betting hard on this move. I'm betting hard on this move. All right. I should move my stop up into profit, to be honest with you. Because if the move comes, I mean, it's coming past my freaking, the way, my point now, right? Like, it's going to be a big move, you know? we're looking for 10%. I mean, this is only 2% away from my stop loss, which is basically almost at liquidation. You know, I just barely will get liquidated. And if it does come, I could get liquidated because of the type of move that it's going to be. Alright, but my higher term time frames are screaming bearish. They're screaming bearish. You can get big moves out of this. What are you gonna pump up to? You know, are you gonna get above previous highs? You really have not gotten above previous highs yet, right? What would be a move for ETH to the above previous highs from here? 14%. That would be one hell of a short squeeze. You know, and Bitcoin's the same thing. That would be one hell of a short squeeze. You get one more touch on this, grab all of that liquidity from the top of this 2-day candle, and then you can head back down. I don't think that you're getting this liquidity. Right? It's going to be one hell of a dump, though. You know? I could see more or less, like, dribbling down here. You know? I don't see us getting out of this channel. I really don't. I mean, when I go to the BLX chart, I like my BLX chart. Alright, let's just draw the channel in there, because that's what we're in. Right? We're currently in a downward channel. Everyone is looking at this channel as well. Okay? Here's what you're in. February. Here is basically where the midterms are. This is where people are predicting the bottom. Could get down there, go sideways, and then start to come back up. That's more or less what we're thinking. Right? And this thing is massive. And whenever you break out of this, that's to me, honestly, that's my signal. All right, that is my signal. This bottom one is a little bit harder to manage, but it's something like that. The top is easy. The top is the line drawn in the sand. All right, this bottom one, some sketchiness to it. Okay, you can get wicks below that maybe. I don't know. But basically, your move is coming. You're right here. What do I hope for? I hope we dump all the way down to 10K. Right? But I think that we come to this yellow line at least next. And then we'll see what happens. If you get a breakout, I'll close my short. If I don't have to close it sooner. It's the way Bitcoin looks right now in the lower term time frames. You know, there's a little cup and handle forming on the 2-minute. In the 5-minute. Telling you. This could come in at any given time. CME closes in approximately 24 minutes. So, I expect the move to happen. What was Crown saying? Let's see what Crown was saying. I don't think I have Crown. Let's see what his targets were. Alright. CME close. Where are you, Crown?
Welcome back.
I try not to trade off other people's signals, okay? I try. But Crown has some good stuff. This is 6 hours ago. Alright.
Quick little update here on Bitcoin to follow up from yesterday's momentum pivot, and of course it was failed as Bitcoin did close below 24,450. The new momentum pivot is going to be 24,350. If Bitcoin closes below there again today, then we do have the volatility play to be aware of right here, of which I'll just quickly show the updated statistics with that one. And then of course that is also going to bleed into the lower time frames over here. So I'm not necessarily convinced that Bitcoin's gonna, initiate this move necessarily today. Tomorrow, of course, is an FOMC meeting, or sorry, not an FOMC meeting, but FOMC minutes. So that is probably a better catalyst for a bigger move. But for right now, things are starting to shift into motion here, as we spoke about from this morning's video. And again, big focus on this number by end of day CME closure.
So 24,351. All right. 24,351. Let's see if we can get the pump to 24,351. I would consider closing my short. So we're looking for that in the next 20 minutes. Okay? So 24,351. We'll put a little line on that. 24,351. Right about. Let's do that. Let's put an alert on this. Alright, we'll keep an eye on that. It's the line in the sand. It's the line in the sand. Volatility about to come in. I mean, you're basically going sideways. I don't know. There's not much that's going to give you hints. I mean, but look, on your 17 minute, your momentum is high. I mean, these could run. This could run. This could run on you. Look, but on your 24, I mean, you're getting rejected from your 55 EMA, which you've had the whole way down. People are probably shorting the crap out of this right now. I expect a dump. I honestly expect a dump, and I do expect it tonight. I do expect a little bit of a dump tonight. The only thing that makes me think otherwise is maybe in the Asia session, they do bring price up to hit stop losses. You know, hit me, you know, get me out of my trade, right? They don't want me in my trade. They don't want a 70x leverage long, getting availability to the downside. Because what do we see here? We see a 15-minute red vector candle here on the 15-minute time frame. All right, sitting at 24,800. Right, you would expect them to move price up and take these vectors. All right, they were unable. They've been unable to take these vectors, and what I think is that we had a large amount of money, right, short Bitcoin here, and the price is being suppressed by them, and they're looking to keep price where it is until the FOMC meeting, knowing that they can you know, create a short bag for one last leg down. That's what I'm going with, you know. But at any given time, we can get a massive pump up. All right. So what do? We should be moving our stop into profit. That's what we should do, right? I mean, we're up 113%. I also could take half here, and if it pumps up, it's short again from my entry so that it doesn't liquidate me. That's another option. All right, but let's check our indicators here because we only have 20 minutes. So let's go to the 20 minute. You're getting a green candle, you're getting a green dot on your 20 minute. All right. This 20-minute candle is everything to me. Alright. You get a huge pump up there. It's everything. So let's see the strength of this candle. A 13 favoring, you know, we got the green dot. You're getting a 13. Alright. Looks like the bears are showing up though. See how they're trying to drive price down? This green dot could disappear, and the short could be on. That's a possibility. Your momentum waves are at the top. So, I'm thinking dump. I should probably text my friend and tell him to sell his Doge. Doge could rip though. We'll see. This could be an M-top formation, right? Pump it up, bang, banging on you. Hourly pressures to the upside. CME. Oh wait, no, this is CME. CME, the pressure's to the downside. Pressure is to the downside. Looks like sideways on our mid time frames. But here, there's the 1 hour. Ooh, what's going on here? Did that say 24? Ooh. Interesting. It's a high number. I mean, look, this one was a 22, and you just had a lot of sell volume on that. So, it's another thing to consider. All right, let's look at the 20-minute. 10. This one was 19. Didn't go anywhere. They tried to push price up here, right? Smack down. Price is getting smacked the F down. It leads me to believe that the bears are in control, and this line tells me who's been in control. All right, they've been in control since 5:30, 5:50, or whatever. All right, let's go to a higher time frame. How long have the bears been in control? I don't know if it's going to go to the hourly time frame. Is that really the hourly? We might have to redo this. Let's refresh. Means I gotta redo indicators. This is the only annoying thing about this. Let's go to the hourly if I can. There we go. Alright. I mean, Nikes. Alright, let's go to a higher time frame. Alright, this is the 6 hour. I mean, look. Here's some divergence here. Price is moving up. Okay. We have price moving up. And we have price moving down. That's a divergence. Alright. Although that's on the bottom, or the top side. I mean, just in general, the trend. If I were to do it with the trend, we have price moving up, and we have moving down. Now trades are opening up as well. A lot of people want in on this trade. People think the short is on. Is the short squeeze on? Question. Are we going to get squeezed? Are the shorts getting squeezed? The only thing I'm honest with you guys. The thing that's got me tipped in the bears' direction is the astrology. Honestly, that is like, all right, that's the one little confirmation. One little confirmation. I mean, we got our red dot on Market Cipher. Okay, we got split RSIs. Our RSIs are pointed down. Our stocks are at the top. Our RSI is oversold. All right, these are bearish indicators, but that doesn't mean as much, right? Okay, that doesn't mean as much. I mean, not as much as the astrology, but it means something. All right, DBSI, you know, the pressure's to the downside. All right, the pressure's to the downside. Let's turn on Market Cipher A and see if we get any indicators on our shorter term time frame. Oh, look at there, blood diamond on the 5-minute. That's big. That's big. Here you go. There was some volume that came in, okay? Some whale tried to push it up, and it's getting smacked down. 5-minute disappear? It disappeared. Getting a green dot on your 12-minute, which would line up with the CME close. We are watching closely. We are watching closely. Let's go to our 24-minute. How's money flow? Money flow starting to kind of curve down. VWAP curving down on the 24-minute. 30-minute, things are pointing to the downside. These higher time frames look bearish. 90-minute, momentum is beasting to the downside, about to, look, this is about to create a huge wave on your 90-minute. Okay? Alright, the 90-minute looks bearish. Come back down and take these wicks on the 90-minute. Alright? I mean, in general, right, it just looks like a bounce. Right? But you go to your 4-hour, you got a reversal candle, and you're getting resistance on your 4-hour 55 EMA. 55 EMA. Alright? You get rejected from that, it's likely you're gonna, you know, have your pressure to the downside. Alright? On your 4-hour, your EMAs are split, pointing to the downside. What's your 1-hour looking like? EMAs, we'll see the 10-hour. Yeah. Your EMAs on your higher time frames are starting to point downward. Alright, this is the 20-hour. Alright, they're just starting to curve down. Pressures to the downside. Sell pressure. This is volume, this is selling volume coming in on the 22-hour time frame. Okay? That's what that is. That's sell volume. Alright, more selling volume. Nothing on your 12. On your 8-hour. Alright, and then also, I mean, our volume has been decreasing on our daily as well. Just in general down here, we're decreasing in our volume. Here, let's refix this here. Yeah. Alright, so look. Volume is generally coming down. Alright, you're looking for a little spike up. The move is coming. I'm saying dump. There you go. Red blood diamond on your 6-minute now. Okay. Looking dumpy on your Hikins. Anyway, so yeah, I'd say that you have a good dump coming in the next 24 hours. In your next 24 hours. I'd say the dump is on. Alright? Unless you get a big short squeeze, and then everything changes. I mean, anything can happen. Anything can happen. Anything can happen on these short-term time frames. But mainly, I'm looking at consolidation, you know, on these short-term time frames. You're 50-50. When you're here on the trend line, you're 50-50. This is the battle is for this trend line. All right? I think that what normally happens, all right, is what I'm going to do. Here's what I'm going to do. Especially on ETH. So let's go to ETH. All right? Here's my plan on ETH. Is I'm waiting for this to dump. All right? From the top, we've already had a almost 7% move down from the top, and our 4-hour is low. All right? So, what I'm expecting is the dump. All right? Probably to about here. Right? And then what do we know they like to do? Alright? So we get the dump. That's what we're looking for. Here. About. I don't think they go down to the golden pocket. I think we hit that next fib retracement. Okay? Our next fib retracement is the 0.5 fib. That's what we're looking for. We're looking for the 0.5 fib to take profit, half off the table. And honestly, I'll just wait. I don't feel like longing. I don't really feel like longing when I think that we're heading down, right? But I'll wait for a retracement from that point, right? And I think that we'll end up coming back up over the next, what day is it? Over the next 10 days, right? We'll hit this fib here. We'll dump, and then we'll mosey our way back up. You know? Mosey our way back up. Look at all these stops get hit. Everyone starts screaming merge or whatever, you know? August 27th, there's your pivot. You come back up, you grab all of this liquidity, and I would re-short from up here. Boom. Right? I wouldn't go all in, but I'll ladder in. I'll start laddering in and protecting my position here. All right, I want to be, honestly, I want to be like 60% out of my position and start laddering it in above my stop loss. That's my plan. So the plan is get about 60% out of the position. All right, take the profit. All right. So, I mean, for example, if we do hit that 0.5 fib, all right, at 1800, it's a nice round number. All right, I can see them pushing the price down to there. Right, so let's say 1800. We want to take 60% off. Let's see what we'll be left with for laddering in further shorts. All right, so 1800. Right, so 180 bucks. So we take $90 off the table. All right, we take $90. Let's just do 1700 in case it dumps there. That would be great. I would take everything off and just ladder it. I don't care. Okay, we take $90 off the table, and we can ladder in shorts on the way up because we do think it's coming lower, right? Looking good so far. That's the plan. All right, so take profit and then ladder in shorts above this red line because everyone's shorting from right here, you know, and then the big liquidity is up here. They're gonna want to come up and take that before moseying down into a slow ass bleed to the bottom, if it is. And we'll reevaluate the sentiment too. I mean, but like really, September's a bad month, and if I could be laddering in shorts, you know, with some profits, you know, above in these levels on ETH, you know, everyone's gonna be saying merge, blah blah blah, and then sell that news. I'd love to have a good short in on the news, you know. Maybe I'll take off more than that, so I have more money to ladder in shorts. Because I don't think that we're gonna dump straight down. But if I take 60%, I'll, you know, it's fine. Looks like Doge is dropping. Are we getting any movement here? We got 5 minutes until CME closes. We didn't get the dump out of the 6 minute, like the Blood Diamond suggested. Right? What are you getting here on your... Are you getting buy pressure? No. You are hitting your... You are above your 55 on your 4 minute. And you're sitting right at it. Yeah, right at your 55 on your 12 minute. Alright? I'm going to watch the 15 minute. And your Stokes are high. I smell dump. I smell dump. Smell dump in the coming hours. Alright, and that's it. Alright, so I'll leave you at that. Don't get wrecked out there if you're trading. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.